I don't want to get burned by it. You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. Another day of wrenching, fixing stuff. I guess nothing's really broke today. This was all planned. So as you see, these tires are junk. And I was running close to the farm, so that's why I never switched them out. Or never really worried. If I blew one, I was going to be right down the road from the farm. But I ended up buying 2 pallets. Well, 8 tires total in past videos. Traded them for some Bud Light. Guy off Facebook or somewhere. Buddy, Bobby Seidel. He's hooked me up multiple times with tires. Told me who has them. So, these ones are actually really good drive tires. And my plan was to have these to go on the white truck, on the semi, if I ever wanted to take the floaters off. I don't see myself taking the floaters off because it's raining. And conditions with the floaters are much better than street tires. Granted, driving the distance, probably for corn, I got to switch them over. I'll probably buy a nice set of tires then because the truck's treated me pretty well lately. But these tires were pretty well junk. They came on it. They're 10 by 20s, so they're like an obsolete size with split rims. Where's the rim? Yeah, so the rim's split in half there. The collar goes around it or something. Tire people don't ever want to work with them. So these are 11R22s or 22.5, so same size as a 1020, but a newer tire. They might ride nicer. These are kind of junk tires that came with this container trailer. So if you haven't watched previous episodes of me putting this setup together, this was a shipping container trailer that we went down to Maryland or Delaware or somewhere like 2 years ago. This is my second season with it. Yeah, in the winter, and picked this up. And then I bought this trailer off of Hills, 4 Hills. It was a Whitney truck, straight truck tanker. So we made it into a semi. But switch these tires out and have this ready so that it can go back manure hauling, because I kind of got to do some of that. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. The parts for the coon still haven't come in, so that overnight shipping on Friday night. Today is Wednesday the 2nd. Wednesday the 2nd. So granted, Monday was a holiday, but still, you had Friday to ship, Saturday, Tuesday. So that's 3 days of shipping. And tomorrow will be Thursday. So we'll be on the 4th day for overnight shipping. I don't know if it's coon or what. Because I keep getting these excuses. Oh, COVID this, COVID that. Stop with the excuses, guys. I'm getting parts from Weavers, parts from Germany. It's all overnight. Actually, none of that from Weavers. I say overnight. It's here in a day and a half to 2 days. So people... the excuse of COVID. But alrighty, gotta get these 2 off, or those 4 off that side. I'll try one of those tricks that I've seen from other people. Wow, that is so much easier. I feel like I'm really beginning to learn how this whole YouTube thing works. You just snap your fingers at stuff and it changes. So all the old tires are off, new ones are on. This side almost matches everything. I got a mismatch operation going on here. We ain't gonna win any beauty contest, but it's functional and it pays the bills and it works. So yeah. So basically on this truck, traded beer for those, bought these used at an auction, and they've treated me very well. But you always buy new steer tires. So yep, these were new. Now this truck, as far as tires, as far as brakes, as far as all that stuff, the only thing that still gives me a little finicky, this front seal leaks, which we got to do that. I got to buy a Tiger tool We're gonna separate those U-joints and everything else like that, fix that front seal and the transmission in between. But I'm gonna drain it all out right now, and we're gonna refill each compartment. Yeah, it's been good. It's been slow enough. And as you see, I'm not actually hooked up to spread manure right now. So other than that, somebody did make a comment that I need a new fifth wheel plate. Yeah, I know I do need a new fifth wheel plate. For what I'm doing, it's getting by. No grave danger on that, but it is an older fifth wheel plate with some wear in it. So it's on the list. I wish I could just go out and buy everything. Doesn't work like that. My bank account tells me no. But got rear ends all changed. Got transmission changed. Both compartments. We did do that. There was plenty of fluid in both compartments, which was good. Did the oil change. Checked the coolant. We're doing pretty good for today. So pretty easy day as of right now. Did work in the morning. Just got some fan mail, which is cool. Like that, I really appreciate all you guys that watch along. Joe Torname from Saugus, Massachusetts, has an LTL 9000 triaxle dump. He works for he's out of Saugus, hauls asphalt for aggregate. So everybody knows that name around here. Pretty cool. So sent me some gloves, which I usually never have a good pair of gloves. And Oliver Williams, who used to haul manure for us, he'd always jump out of the truck, have a set of gloves, and he'd go over to load up everything. And at that point, I always think I need a pair of gloves for opening the handles and grabbing onto stuff thin. So I know exactly, since I'm working on the truck, these are gonna live in here, because we're gonna go hauling manure once we get done with this. Rain's coming later. Might as well pump some manure out. So we're gonna go fertilize some fields, right? A little warm, not too bad. It will cool things down. This weekend's supposed to be like 95. So finished up last night, got everything serviced, got the new tires on, we're looking good. Got a hole right there. Yeah, that's not so good. Gotta fix my driveway. Put the 4230 on the pump. We'll get pumping. Radiator cap's steaming up. Don't want to get burned by it. Oh. That's not good. 7th load headed out. It's been actually pretty good. I should have blown the radiator of the tractor out first. It got a little hot in there and almost overheated. That's always a concern. You leave a tractor on a pump and it loses a belt or something happens, you destroy the tractor. So always a scary thought. So as it's running, things like that, as you agitate. The thing that bothers me though today is Thursday the 3rd. We ordered parts for the Coon mower last Friday at like 10 o'clock in the morning. Was it last Friday? Yeah, 10 o'clock in the morning. We overnighted them. We have not seen them. They're like, oh, one of them got delivered yesterday. We stood with our UPS guy yesterday as he dropped off other stuff. So nope, I haven't seen it. So United Ag and Turf dropped the ball again. And now they don't know where it is. Today's Thursday. We want to be mowing hay by Friday or by Saturday morning. Where are our parts? So by the time you see this video, we may or may not have or whatnot, but pretty sure we're gonna go buy a Krone mower. Nothing against Kuhn mowers, but availability and support. Gonna go with the Krone. So heard a lot of good things. Frustrated that here we are, parts haven't shown up. I get it, it was a long weekend and whatnot, but you can only do the long weekend for so far. Today is Thursday. Weatherman really doesn't say like it's gonna rain that much tonight. Tomorrow's still supposed to be pretty rainy, but I don't know. It definitely feels like it. The air's changing. So we're all done out there. I missed that little spot right in the middle there where it's greener. Yeah, it was pretty wet there. I'm surprised I got as much as I did. Got one more field on the farm side, and then we got to do a little road travel, so my time increases. But it's like 4 o'clock, so new videos out right now, which if you're watching that, here it is. But it definitely feels like it's gonna rain. I'm kind of okay with it not raining tonight, but it's gotta rain tomorrow. I'm spreading manure, so I'm ahead of the rain to help suppress the odor and really absorb everything. It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend, so the ice cream stand will be packed. That's why I'm doing it right now. And we do want the neighborhood not to smell all weekend. But if I spread on Monday, which was a holiday, I'm sure I'd have a lot of angry people then. It looks pretty good, but I'm stuck. So I'm just offloading, dumping the whole thing, not the best thing, on grass. But I got nobody, there's nobody on the farm to give me a pull. I'll be here for an hour if I wait around. So I'll dump some and see if I can get myself out of here. Grass looks good though. Corn looks killer. Other than the corn planter being my problem, and I know I've said it quite a few times about the corn planter. Other than the corn planter being my problem, things are good. Like the placement in some spots were bad, was not as good as it could be. So I'll see if I can get out of here now. Yeah. Woo-hoo! We're out though. That wasn't good. Well, oh yeah. What the hell? Did you do that? Dang. I got out though. It's been a long time sitting around waiting for somebody. Alrighty, we'll pressure wash it. Able to spread the rest of it. It's just a wet spot right there, and I just hit it just right, I guess. I don't dare go out to that backfield. That's way, you know, like out there. I'd probably get stuck going through there. We did get 4 inches of rain, like a week ago. So, less than a week ago. So we will have some wet spots, but corn looks good there. We're growing rice right there. When we leave, I'll show you. And then where he didn't disc and I planted through it, actually looking pretty good too. I guess we're on to the next one after this. Some progress. So in between each load, I put it that I'm gonna nurse. That way it doesn't come out the spill pipe. But as you see, that corn looks pretty damn good. And then it's soaking wet right here. But that corn looks really good too, which I'm surprised. That bottom was really wet when I planted it, but it actually looks thriving. Some years we can plant that, some years we can't. The water level is like right here, and it depends on how the beavers are. playing in the swamp. That's our big deciding factor on water level around a lot of places. Beavers, and if somebody upset the system with building a new development or something like that. So, pretty proud. This corn on the right was planted later, just a few days later than the stuff on the left. But both fields look absolutely killer as far as the actual plants. So, I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling really good about the corn, but you can never count your eggs before they're hatched. Is that what it is? Yeah. So, I gotta get the rotary mower out though and mow some of these roadways and sides of fields. Clean it up, because we're looking a little homeless. Probably not till after we're done chopping grass. Hopefully we get our parts. So previously there was a lot of comments when I said we were running corn over and whatnot like that, and corn will pop up. So this is where I loaded the sprayer. I was sitting here and you can see the tire tracks coming in and out. Some of the corn just didn't grow. That was a planting issue. It didn't get killed, but you can see like this corn and this, we drove over it and it all popped back up. So it is amazing what corn will actually do. But if there's not a corn growing, it's because the planter didn't plant it there. It has nothing to do with us running it over. When it's young, it will be very aggressive and pop back up. It's when it gets a little taller, you run it over, you get sprayer blight and things like that. Never grows. Like this. Drove right in, you can see the tire track right through that plant, and it's good. Now I wouldn't run over a plant a bunch of times and turn on it. That's just not good. I don't know where yank on it. But yeah, a little side by side. I think this is 5250 on the right. I think I've planted 5250 on both sides. The disc didn't get far enough over. That bothered me, but still looks really, really good. That is how it's done. Not every time I back up is that good, but that was pretty smooth. Well, currently got the tractor shut off, just running, getting on and filling it. Dropped it like, I don't know, a little under a foot based on where the other line is. So got about, I don't know, more tomorrow than I did today. Plus I'll probably have the tractor tanker run and do some of the wetter spots. And then so if we drop this 2 foot, that will put us in an okay place. And then we'll keep spreading on grass. And then when we get to the fall, I'd really like this tank pretty full because I want to spread and do cover crop. So the manure will feed the cover crop. So that's what I'm hoping for, but we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, I'm gonna go spread this load and I'll probably get back to you in the morning and we'll haul some more manure tomorrow. That ended up being the last of the manure hauling. The next day, my day dragged on longer with my normal job, or with my dealership job. So some people have asked about what when I do that job. Lately, not that much. I did have a lot of hours that were racked up as far as previously in the year, that gave me the ability to go farming a lot this spring, which was really useful. But I am doing some dealership work and juggling farming. So with that being said, the rain never came on Friday, so we didn't continue to haul manure because we didn't want to stink the neighborhood up all weekend long. We did get back into chopping grass, so there's content of all that coming along. and pretty excited. It was warm today, 95, so I hope everybody's staying cool through this heat wave, and I appreciate everybody watching along. So I'll see you on the next video. Appreciate it. Have a good one.